I'm just calling it how I see it. Guys that would be on the bubble that are, high end value people that could, well, I'm not gonna say high end value, but guys that you can get something for would be, as much as I hate saying this, Vince. I would try to get a, if I can get a third round for him, I'll take it. For Kareem Jackson, if I can get a third round for him, I'll take it. Let's see, guys like Brian Cushing. If a team, if we could pry a second round pick for him, that would be amazing. Now, notice those picks that those people that I named: Cushing, Vince, K-Jack. Three veterans, but they're on the back end of their career, and you gotta when it comes down to a football franchise, you gotta look at it from a longevity standpoint. You can't just sit there and be, oh, we're gonna stay loyal to these guys, and you can retire a Texan. Fuck all that shit, man. Because at the end of the day, you're not getting no AFC championships. You're not getting no Super Bowl rings for that shit. So toss that shit right out the window. You know, gotta stop being so loyal to these guys, man, and do what it needs to be done so that this team can have success. Now, with those extra picks, again, I'm putting I would go into that Belichick mode, and I'm putting pressure on everybody. Your job ain't solidified just cause your name is DeAndre Hopkins. You may not, we're not gonna cut you. We're not dumb, but you know your name is just your name. That's the mentality that Bill O'Brien really needs to take on, and challenge these guys. You know, this way you really get the best out of your players. You're not sitting there, you know. Now, true enough, Hop hasn't really been getting a lot of targets, because teams are game planning for him. That's normal. That can't be helped. But like I said, when you go and you fix up a team, like I said, with a team like ours, with shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I got a text. Shit, that damn text threw me off. Oh man, but I'm sorry, y'all. I lost my train of thought with that text message. But basically, with when you go and you challenge your players like that, you form a brand new identity that you didn't even know that you had in your team. Guys, you know what I'm saying? Guys like Hop go from being great to elite. You know what I'm saying? Got second year guys like, Fuller, and third year guys like Strong go from being average to breakout, having those breakout years. And by the way, speaking on that, looking at how our offense is, man, I respect Fuller and his speeds, but he could be so dangerous. He literally, man. And for those who don't know who Marvin Harrison is, if you a Texans fan, you should know who the fuck he is, because he hurt us a lot when Peyton was there. And Will Fuller reminds me of him. Exact mold. And it's ironic that they come from the same place too. I mean, it's not same place, but I think same high school or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Guy reminds me of Marvin Harrison. Fast, young, and can, early in his career, he can run a lot of routes that seasoned vets can't. How does that help us? Not only do you have speed, but you can gain separation by running good routes. You know, that's another story for another day. But with guys like Jalen Strong, and again, this is what I mean by, taking advantage of the players that you have and their skill set. What was Jalen Strong known for doing at Arizona State? Hail Mary passes, which he proved he could do on Indy. He's now the Indy killer. If he wasn't making Hail Mary end zone catches, he was literally high flying over guys. I remember watching him coming out of Arizona State. I was like, this dude is a faster Larry Fitzgerald. He may not weigh as much as Fitzgerald, but when it comes to making those tough contested catches and being able to come down with it, I'm willing, and at crucial points, because this is when Jalen really showed his ass, was in at crucial times, big time plays when they needed it. He came through with them. They're not using him. They're not sending him down the field. They're not. Well, they tried to yesterday, but Brock just so happened to fall down. Man, that shit is killing me. I'm re-seeing it in my head now, and it's pissing me off. But on to other things. Back to what I was saying about those draft picks. With everything that's going on with Houston right now, and all the extra pieces that we went out and got this year, it would be smart to make a few extra picks be invested in the offensive line. Like I said, if personally, I wouldn't give a shit if they, like I said, in the first round, I definitely want them to go O.J. Howard, hands down. And why do I pick that over, say, an inside linebacker or a corner, so to say, which is what I feel we really need more than inside linebacker. But everybody has their own opinion. Reason why I pick OJ over those two positions, because on offense, it's been proven already that once you take away Hop and Fuller, Brock doesn't really have. Well, the line starts collapsing on him. That's first and foremost. So if he does have time, if he does have time and the first two options are gone, he doesn't have that, or at this point in time, he doesn't trust the rest of the guys enough to be able to, just throw it up and be like, oh, go make a play for me. O.J. Howard gives you that. And I'm gonna add this on to it. We've never had a tight end that was 6'6". We've never had a tight end that could dominate. Owen Daniels was a decent tight end, but he was Jason Witten, underachieving Jason Witten 2.0. That's all he was. No disrespect to him, and I'm glad he was able to go elsewhere and get him a Super Bowl ring. But when it comes down to that position, he did not dominate. He wasn't a great blocker, and he flashed every other game. O.J. Howard gives you that ability to where he can catch maybe 4 or 5 balls a game and probably come close to 100 yards with those 5 catches. Because from I don't see many linebackers in this league. That once he gets here, his height alone is gonna give him an advantage. His jumping ability is gonna set him apart, but his speed, and this is what's gonna hurt. And I feel like he's gonna rape the league. Whatever team he goes to, I hope it's Houston. He's gonna rape the National Football League. He's gonna rape linebackers, and I'm not. Let's get one thing clear: rape isn't cool. I don't condone that. I don't support it. But in fact, you know what? Fuck that. I'm just gonna change my words up because I don't like that word rape. He's gonna devour. He's gonna devour linebackers, and he's gonna devour DBs. Plain and simple. He's gonna be way too fast for linebackers, and he just might run past some safeties. And if the safeties are able to run with him, he just can outjump them. Mind you, he's 6'6". I mean, I'm not no math whiz or no chemist or no scientist or nothing, but I know I've seen guys like Drew Brees, the shorter quarterbacks, Russell Wilson, those kind of guys. I've seen them make big time throws to their bigger tight ends. Now, of course, I'm not gonna bring up Manning and Brady because their accuracy is on a whole nother level. But I'm not lowballing Breeze or anything because he's deadly accurate himself. But all in all, man, you got to be able to go out and get that dominating tight end that can, win those matchups regardless. And until Houston goes and get that, they won't be able to be explosive on offense like they should. And that's just facts. I like the fact that people want to go, want defensive players, but when it's all said and done, if your offense has the ball last and that's your only way to win the game, you're not going to just spike the ball and say, defense, come on the field and save us. No, you got to step up, put your big boy pants on, and do your job. Get the ball into the end zone. Guys like O.J. Howard can help you do that. Like I said, with those extra picks that we would bring in, I would heavily invest in the offensive line. To be perfectly honest with you, this year, I wouldn't